Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be smart, US don't reveal data about Nigeria election. Apparently, they were following it, but I have a bit of question. How were they able to have the data? Because we know that, according to INEC, the data were not really updated, um, you know, uh, uh, at the polls. They were updated manually. And days even after president-elect has been announced, results were still being uploaded. So if you are still collating results and you've already announced a winner, so I don't know, just to bring a bit of perspective so you understand where we are coming from with all of this. However, data, what the voting pattern in 2023 presidential election is telling us. Okay, so this is what it's telling us and what they could verify and see from all that has been going on. By the way, I'll bring a full report up to date what the US said about the voting, what they could collate and what they've seen. Okay, but again, that's what I'm saying is a bit questionable. But let's get what the pattern of 2023 presidential election is saying. In all 36 states, less than half of the eligible population turned out to vote, and only Jigawa State had a turnout above 40%. That's not very true. I don't think so. On February 25th, Nigerians went to the polls to select their preferred presidential candidate in the seventh general election since the end of the military rule in 1999. Since the beginning of the Fourth Republic, Nigeria has enjoyed uninterrupted democracy now for 24 years, the longest stretch since its independence in 1990, since 1960. Yes, since 1960. This up to 1993, millions people in Africa, most populous country and biggest economy, registered to vote ahead of the 2023 election. The election produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, as Nigeria's president-elect, extending the APC rule in Africa's largest democracy. Mr. Tinubu, a 71-year-old man, scored 8 point something million, that's 8.7 million votes. His closest rival was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party, who came second with 6.9 million votes to emerge second in the election. Labour Party, Peter Obi, got a total of 6.1 million votes, while Rabiu Kwankwaso of the New Nigerian People's Party came third with 1.4 million votes. The turnout. The national voters' turnout was 29%. No election had a lower percentage rate in the 6 decades of Nigeria independence. Of the 93.4 million registered voters this year, 87.2 million people collected permanent voters card, while total number of actual voters on election day was only 24.9 million. Barely 9% people voted for President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to govern 220 million people. In each of the 36 states of the Federation, less than half of the eligible voters turned out to vote, and only Jigawa State had a turnout of 40%, while the Northwest State had 41% turnout. Plateau State recorded 40% turnout. In the three largest states, based on voters' registration, Lagos, Kano, and Rivers, less than a third of the eligible population voted. Rivers' turnout was shameful, 16%, the lowest in the country, despite producing a lot more votes in the past election, which, through its critics, has violated and had violence and irregularity by observers. Only about 10 states recorded more than 30% turnout participation in the election, while a little more than 20% also voted. Election preparations and participation in Oshun was 39%. This was followed by Adamawa 35%, Gombe 34%, Bauchi 32%, Ekiti 32%, Kaduna 32%, Katsina 31%, FCT 30%, Niger 30%. Voters turnout in each of Benue, Kano, Kebbi, Kwara, Nasarawa states were 29%. Ondo Sokoto state recorded 28% turnout. On the other hand, Zamfara had 27%, followed by Oyo at 26%, Taraba 26%, Akwa Ibom 25%, Kogi 25%. Meanwhile, the trio of Anambra, Cross River, Edo had 24%. Turnout performance. Southwest Ogun recorded 23%, Enugu 22%, Ebonyi 21%, Borno 20%, Delta 20%, Imo 20%. Lagos, the most populous state with the highest number of eligible voters, recorded 19% vote turnout. Report of violence, voter suppression, and state had a little above the Southeast Abia, which had 18%. Participation was worse in Bayelsa, Rivers, with only 16% of people turn out to vote. Now, I'll tell you the implication of what is going on here. There's a case in court. They need to prove that the president-elect, INEC needs to prove that that president-elect was duly elected by the people. So they need to show, because these are part of the document they will take to court. So they need to prepare. Somebody say prepare. You heard me very correctly. They need to start putting things in place very quickly so that by the time they go for election, they go for the tribunal, they can say, oh, what are you saying? What are you talking about? This is what is happening. This is the this is the that. You get me now? So whatever you are saying, my brother, my sister, make you not deceive yourself. Oh, tell your neighbor, make you not deceive yourself. Oh, because the more you look, there's an adage I used to fly there in Nigeria, the less you see. Now, what did the apple be this? So they need to tell you, say, okay, even if they go do re-election, the people will go vote for such a candidate, they never even come aside. The eligible voters never even come aside. They need to prepare. They need to be prepared. You know, understand the level. All this thing is called mind game. Where they get this data from? People they collate manually. We say anybody, if you just, they say that day from the polling units there, upload the results so that we go know what the app. The agree uploader. Tell me now, if the agree uploader, so that I go quiet. I'll shut up my mouth. I'll go sit down. The agree uploader. Tell me now, no, not lie. The uploader, no, it was not uploaded, because if they upload the real thing, they go know the real answer when he votes. I will tell me say, I know states will be say, people when they come out for that state, would mama or papa they come outside call vote. You just see level people they verse. They tell me say no, there was no vote here. The vote it being one kind, get leg not straight. Excuse me. Somebody say excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Not they lie too much. Even the lie said they talk say you they lie for state to. This your lie, so don't go cash us. The lie they talk with your mouth. The lie open mouth they talk. So they go cash us. So do it talk this lie. So they go people buy into it. Will people buy into it? Now so only the lie they talk. The lie get manifestation. Only they talk. What you they talk? You say not lie. Sure. You know my way donkey they talk for Bible. I better leave matter. Give me a thumbs up. God bless you. Don't forget to leave us comment. Bye for now.